every way you were taught to measure success as something you've achieved. The promotion, the revenue, the respect. People look at your life and see a man who has it figured out. You feel you should be happy. And then you walk in your own front door and you feel like a guest in your own home. Here's the part that nobody tells successful men. The exact engine that built your career is the same thing pulling your marriage apart. By the end of this, I'm going to show you the specific skill that makes you a leader at work and quietly disqualifies you at home. It's just one skill, and most men never even notice they're doing it because it's so automatic by now that it just feels like who you are. Stay with me now, because once you see it, you can start to do something about it. Before that, you can't. Let me describe the man I'm talking to. You provide at a level most people never reach. You solve problems for a living and you're good at it. When something breaks, you fix it. When there's a goal, you hit it. You bring that same effort home. You handle the finances, the logistics, the big decisions, the things that would overwhelm most people. And somehow, with all of that, your wife still seems distant. She says she feels alone. And privately, you're exhausted and a little resentful because it feels like nothing you do is ever enough. So here's the short version, and then I'll show you why it's so hard to actually do anything about it. Now, at work, you're rewarded for two things, solving and producing. The faster you fix and the more you deliver, the more you win. But at home, your wife doesn't need you to solve her, and she doesn't need you to produce. She needs your presence. And solving and presence are not the same skill. In fact, they pull in opposite directions. The better you get at one, the worse you tend to get at the other. That's the whole problem in one sentence. Now, let me show you exactly how it plays out, because the trap is in the details. For a lot of men, doing is the language of love. You didn't learn to say the feeling. You learned how to demonstrate it. By showing up, by providing, by fixing what's broken. That's how your father may have shown love, if he showed it at all. So when you handle the mortgage, fix the car, and solve the problem with the in-laws, in your mind, that's you loving your family. You're not avoiding the relationship. You're actually pouring yourself into it the only way you know how. So when she says she feels alone, it doesn't just hurt, it's confusing. Because from where you stand, you've never stopped giving. Here's what she's experiencing on the other side of that effort, though. She doesn't see a man loving her through tasks. She sees a household being managed. She feels like one more thing on your list that you're handling efficiently. The doing that feels like connection to you can feel like distance to her. Like you're present in the house, but not actually available in the relationship. Like she's living with a very competent manager instead of a partner. And here's the line I want you to sit with, because it's the whole thing. She doesn't need more done. She needs more of you. There's a difference between doing and being, and the professional world you came up in never once required you to know it. So for men, a lot of men, that muscle was just never built. And this is why it becomes a loop instead of a one-time mistake. The distance shows up and you respond the only way you know how, by doing more. The doing reads as management, so she pulls back a little further. You feel that pull and it startles you, so you do even more. Around and around and around you guys go in this cycle. The harder you try, the more alone she feels, and the more alone she feels, the harder you try. Both of you are exhausted, and neither one of you is doing anything wrong. It's not a lack of effort, but it's effort aimed at the wrong target. So let's go back to that one skill I promised at the start. The skill is solving. It's the thing you're best at. And at home, it's the thing that's getting in your way. But you don't want to fix this by becoming worse at your job or trying to feel more. You fix it in a single moment that repeats all day long. It's the half second where you feel something uncomfortable at home. A tension, a sadness, a complaint from her, and your hand reaches for your phone or your mind reaches for a problem to solve. That reach is the pattern. That's the whole thing right there. And the shift isn't dramatic. It's catching that reach just once and choosing to stay instead. Putting that phone down. Sitting in the discomfort for 10 more seconds instead of fixing it. Asking her a question instead of handing her a solution. That's it. It's a small choice. Repeated over time, it changes a marriage more than any amount of providing ever could. So here's your one thing this week. Don't try to fix your marriage. Don't have a big talk. Just catch yourself reaching one time. The moment you feel the pull to solve or escape, notice it. That's the entire assignment. If you want to see how this pattern is actually operating in your specific marriage and what might be feeding it, I built a short private assessment called the Disconnection Audit. It's on my website at the Intimacy Upgrade, and it's free. It takes a few minutes, and the link is below. I'm Melissa, and I'll talk to you in the next one.